This is Brother West again. I have a quick revelation, knowledge that God gave me concerning what He's doing, concerning many of His people who listen to what He's speaking to you and how He's touching you. And I tell you this, the revelation came from my daughter, me and my daughter Abby. And interesting because lately, it's been kind of difficult for her to sleep. And so lately, I've been letting my wife know I've been having to rock her to sleep. And my wife tell me, so a lot of times I lay her down, but she'll jump right up. But because my wife said I don't let her get into a deeper sleep, and so I wrestle with a lot of times. But what I've discovered, this is what I've discovered though, and this is what God is doing to many of you. And what happens now, the more tired Abby gets, I was going to call her Emily, the more tired Abby gets, the more tired and more Abby will wrestle with me. The more aggressive she will become, the more she's going to miss something. So what I do, as aggressive as she becomes, when she's trying to fight sleep, what I do as a father, I caress her. And, I rock her. And what I discovered is because of all that wrestling and, I look forward to it, even though it makes me tired. But really what's happening, the wrestling is making us closer. It's making us even closer because, she'll fight. But then after a while, after I love on her, then she'll rest, she'll let go. And this is what God is trying to do with many of you. You're fighting. And the reason you're fighting because you think you're going to miss something. You think you're going to miss something. See, because you can't see it. You can't see it. And so because you can't see it, you got to fight. It's always been in you to fight. And so, but what God is doing, if you listen, if you hear what He's saying, because He said, come unto me, all you that we've been heavy laden, I'll give you rest. He can give you rest. All you got to do is just rest in Him. And just let Him rock you to sleep. And see, the thing about it, I want to understand, check this out. With Abby, the more intensified the rock, or the more intensified she's aggressive, the more deeper my love get for her. And so it's almost like friction. The more the friction, it's just like that friction, it sparks something different. It's like, because it takes a negative and positive to start light. It takes a negative positive, one negative and one positive thing that touches. And that's what's happened with her and me. And that's what's happening with God and you. It's negative. Things are negative that's happening to you, but you're still fighting it. And so what's happening is that there's a negative and a positive. They're colliding. And what's happening now, God wants you to rest. Stop fighting and just trust Him. Just like Abby. Abby fought till she got to a place where it's okay. I can rest. And see what she does too. When she's really about to rest, I think her right hand, she'll usually wiggle it and she kick her feet. But when the kicking stops, and when the hand stops doing it, when it stops moving, then that's when she goes to sleep. And so those are some of my words, some revelation. God gave me that a lot from my kids and my wife, my family. And what happens, He teaches me things that we do every day. And me, my position as a father and as a husband. And what He does, He flips it around and let me know how much greater He cares for us, and He cares for me. And so that's what happens. And so God speaks to nature. And so those are my words. Good night.